This week I go picking and roasting green tea. 浓也不是特别浓，但淡也不是很淡哦，刚刚好。Check into a quaint country guest house. 这个水院真的很漂亮哈，有点小江南的感觉。And get myself down in the dirt. Hey, 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 hey! Join me as I delve into Hainan's Baisha. With lofty mountains as far as the eye can see and golden sunshine aplenty, this is Hainan's Baisha Li Autonomous County. Baisha is situated in Hainan's central west region, where the surrounding hills and streams entwine. An unexpected blessing from the heavens around 700,000 years ago has made the land here incredibly fertile. I'm standing here in Baisha's meteor crater. It is thought that around 700,000 years ago, a piece of a small asteroid broke off and smashed into the ground here, thus forming this massive geological depression. 700,000 years hence, the area is endowed with peaks and ridges and shrouded in mist all year round. This spot is ideal for cultivating green tea. Proprietor Fu Xiaofang was drawn here for its superior tea-growing conditions. 五里路这个名字很特别的哈，有什么讲究吗？
我们在陨石坑里面就2.5公里处，所以我们注册商标为五里路。
白沙的绿茶非常的有名，它的品质很高哈，是不是跟这个陨石坑里面的自然环境有一定的关系呢？
有很大的关系。科学家在论证的时候，我们这个坑里面有50多种矿物质和元素，所以这个茶在这个地里面种是非常好的。
Despite the soil's high mineral content, the correct choice of fertilizer is also a key component in the cultivation process.
最早呢，我们是从内蒙古拉那个养分回来，发现成本太高了，肥力也远远不是我们想要的那种。现在我们自己就养蚯蚓了，这面是牛粪
啊，这个很粗糙的那种。
对，我们跟农户签约，必须是在吃草的情况下，那个蚯蚓放那边。然后它吃完了以后呢，它就拉那个粪便啊，我们就把它清走，在这边就加料，它就会往有吃的方向跑。
Earthworm manure is applied once every 10 days. The earthworms in the soil work hard to produce enough fertilizer.
蚯蚓有机质的含量比较高，而且蚯蚓是产蛋的。当这个肥下地的时候，会带很多蚯蚓的蛋下地里面，在里面它就会产崽，一个蛋里面会产6条崽。它产卵以后，它就钻上钻下，整个土壤就通透了，给这个茶叶很疏松的一个环境嘛。
With soil this good, such high-quality tea leaves are a magnet for all kinds of hungry insect.
这我们有机茶园，不用化肥，不用农药的，自然的生长，出芽也还比较慢。
但是你不喷农药的情况下，是不是被很多虫子就吃掉了吧？
会的，会的。所以我们周边这些，你看黄花梨树、咖啡，还有四季蓝药，这些我们特意种进去了，让这个生物多样性嘛。
那它们起的什么作用呢？
这个黄花梨树特别甜，它的嫩芽呢会比茶叶会甜，虫就会从茶地里面传播出来。早上呢就会有上百只鸟干掉它，
形成一种循环。
对对，就是整个生态链的循环，以虫治虫的这种方式。
Just the right climatic conditions and superior techniques of cultivation means that first-rate tea is produced here throughout the year.
一般我们做那个等级比较高一点的，一芽一叶初展。
这个等级是高一点，
对对，
是因为更小更嫩一点。
对对，这一片还没有展开的情况下就采摘了。采茶一般都不是用指甲来掐的，用提。
为什么要这样子呢？
像我们摘菜，这样它不会受伤。如果你硬生生的用那个指甲就这样掐它啊，再过半个小时，它这个口就全部受伤了，会变成红色。你在做的过程中，它那会影响汤色，就是你本身做绿茶的，但那个汤色会变红。
那我试一下了，这个啊。
对。对的。
So I didn't really realize there was this much to bear in mind when picking tea. You have to make sure that there are 2 leaves, 1, 2, and a little sort of shoot in the middle, and that is the best quality tea apparently. In order to ensure the high caliber of the tea, Fu Xiaofang retains and employs traditional tea-making techniques.
我们第一步是杀青了，把这个鲜叶给烫熟，让那个酶的转化，它就去掉这个青草味了。
Blanching the tea leaves for a short time removes some of the water content and softens them, making them easier to roll.
手可以感应这个锅的温度，
Okay,
顺着这个方向是吧？抓起来就围着这个锅头转。
那为什么要这么做呢？
让它这个茶很均匀的跟这个锅头来碰撞嘛。你看一股那个青草的味道出来了。
很香。After blanching for 8 minutes, we can start to roll the tea leaves.
下一步你要来揉，
怎么揉？
对，这个就要把吃奶的力气也用出来了哈，这样像搓衣服那样搓。
看它的汁都出来了。
趁热赶紧揉。
那这个步骤是为什么要做的呢？
我们喝茶的条形都比较细吧，
哎，
而且很紧结那种。
Rolling the tea leaves changes the shape of the leaves, making them more uniform, while damaging some of the cellulose within the leaves affords the tea a stronger finish.
要三杀三揉。
哦，还是很漫长的一个过程吧。The whole tea making process takes around 2 hours to complete. 好干呢。
差不多了，用这个慢慢把它刮出去。对。
是这样子啊。Well, popping a tea bag into a cup and adding boiling water is very simple indeed. But I can tell you that from selecting to picking the right tea leaves to all the processes involved in roasting the tea leaves is very arduous indeed. Now I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
来，品一下你辛苦做的茶。
有回甘哈。
对。
浓，也不是特别浓，但淡也不是很淡啊，刚刚好。哎，我也觉得
要求比较严格，每一杯中里面它都有480项检测的，都一定要零，
很难得
到的。
哦，这个环境真的很惬意的哈。
对，这个环境我们花了13年在打造。
咱们这个茶哈，又是有机的，又是手工的哈，是不是产量很低？
对的，产量很低，但质量很高，所以我们就扩大亩数嘛。从22亩现在有300多亩。
As the size of the plantation has increased, so has tea production, which has created a number of jobs. This allows local residents to earn an additional income on their doorsteps.
带着乡亲们从2008年的5户农户逐步发展到今天，总共带动了356户，1221人。特别是那些大姐们，岁数在40到60岁之间，就没有文化，她能在外面能够找到一份工作是相当的难。但现在她可以照顾她家里的人，在自己家门口务工，她可以插秧，可以割胶，任何东西没有落下。他额外又多了一份收入，平均是1500到4600的收入不等。
可以啊。
对呀，所以我们大姐们非常幸福了。
喝你的这一杯茶就可以喝到他们这个幸福哈，对吧？Well, coming here to the tea plantation has made me realize how difficult it is to attain the government-recognized standard of organic and then to maintain that for many years, which they've done here successfully. So a big thumbs up to them there. But there is so much more than just tea driving Hainan's rural development. Rural tourism plays a major part too. This is the village of Nanya in Baisha's Bangxi township. As you can see, Bangxi in November is still drenched in glorious sunshine, showing off its spectacular scenery to the full. The streets are neat and tidy, and the village itself is beautifully kept. As you mosey around, you are met with constantly changing, yet all enthralling views. 幸福是奋斗出来的, or happiness is hard won in English, really illustrates the struggles that this village must have gone through in improving its conditions, in going from these old buildings here that were used up until just a few years ago to these lovely new modern houses. The beautification of rural areas is attracting more and more visitors. Bangxi Aqua Court, sporting its very own unique style, has become a popular choice of stay among netizens. Zhang Chunli is the proprietor.
欢迎你来到我们村。
谢谢。Bangxi Aqua Court has a front and backyard, both featuring traditional Chinese elements at every turn. 这里不是正门吧？
是正门，我们是希望所有来的客人都像家人一样。其实它这更像一个客厅，专门用了一个落地窗。跟后面的景观相呼应，
真漂亮哈！这里面感觉特别的简约，
因为我们希望在村里面，它一定还是需要回到淳朴的那种状态，简约，但很不简单。
Proximity to water naturally makes people feel relaxed. The water component at Aqua Court has been employed in just the right quantities to achieve this. 这个水面真的很漂亮哈，有点小江南的感觉。
对，处处都体现我们这个水的艺术。这个是我们专门做的一个水帘，您坐在里头，透过水帘看外面的世界，它又是另外一种风味。
心情又不一样了哈，会沉静下来，漂亮，像个小瀑布一样，也是更接近大自然那种感觉啊。
细节上面体现一种艺术。
Water is not only essential to life, it also brings with it prosperity and nature. Chinese people regard it as fundamental for maintaining balance and harmony in the world.
这个是原来的一所老学校改造出来的，保留了它原来一丁点的元素在这里头。注意看我们这个石头，当时学校留下来的。
Aqua Court used to be a primary school, but as the standard of education has increased, more and more children have been going to school in the nearby town. Zhang Chunli saw the potential in this derelict, abandoned building and breathed into it new life.
原来的教室比较小，把它前后打开，做了一个小飘台。你踩在这个榻榻米上的感觉怎么样？
凉快。
它可以让你的皮肤跟这个材质有一个很亲密的接触，因为我们现在其实被太多的东西包裹了。当你脚踩到这个上面质感的时候，你觉得你自个都接地气了。
Typical Chinese architectural characteristics are given full expression here at Aqua Court. These are not simply a statement of culture, but constitute an aesthetic inheritance.
我们如何能够把过去的这一种美学，能够用现代的方式结合，来熏陶我们自己的这种美感？那我觉得这个是我们文化很重要的一部分，所以我们需要来帮它挖掘，并且去发扬、去传承。
我特别喜欢这种叫帘子吗？
对，尾帘，它其实是能够很好的传递我们中国人那种很内敛的那种状态，它是隐隐约约的，但恰恰有这样的，我们会挡了很多我们会觉得很不好意思的地方，然后就可以静静的坐在这里头，可以畅所欲言。
Additionally, Zhang Chunli has applied her understanding of aesthetics to the whole village of Nanya, imparting to it new verve. 咱们这个村口艺术的气息也很浓哈。
你的感觉是对的，因为当打造这个村的时候，我们就是往它艺术村来打造。
When entering the village, visitors can see different stylized silhouettes on the roadside, depicting vividly the Li people's love of music and their ambitions of happiness.
用剪影艺术化的方式来表达他们对这种新生活的一种向往，让我们能够感受他的幸福生活。
哎，非常热闹的。那边，哎，我看这个玻璃房子很有意思，风声、雨声、读书声。
这个是我们建的一个水上书屋。
The village library has become an indispensable part of local life. 这个设计很独特的哈，有点像个茅草屋。
我们加了好多的钢构跟这个立柱，就是想要表达很有力量的这种感觉。
The library is not particularly big, but light and well ventilated.
我们坐在这里，远处看得见山，近处可以望得到水。我们在依山傍水的这个地方，来去滋养我们的心灵。这样子的话，让村民啊，他有一个这样的空间，让他知道教育有多么的重要。其实未来要改变的不是我们的外在的形象，更多的是内在的灵魂。
哎呀，说得很好啊！其实我已经能感受到我自己的灵魂就被解放了。Here is the place to surround yourself with nature, to immerse yourself in an ocean of knowledge, and to find your inner peace. Walking along the little village roads, my eyes are drawn towards a large outdoor stage sheltered by rubber trees. 哇，这么大的舞台啊！村里面有这么多表演吗？
晚上他们跳广场舞都可以在这。除此之外，这个是我们村里面的露营基地，平时可以带帐篷来，在这里头安营扎寨。
而且特别的舒服，都在树底
下，所以你搭帐篷你不会晒。你看到那边，那个是我们的公共卫生间，
这么漂亮。The village's public privy sports toilets, showers, a laundry area, and even a food preparation area, making camping here worry-free.
没有破坏它原来的生物。农民呢，他还可以依然的去采橡胶，那我们又可以把它利用起来，可以吃饭，可以露营，晚上还可以在这边喝一个小酒，多功能的区域，这样子我们可以很好的把乡村跟城市的生活融合在一起。这里的艺术乡村，希望能够未来遇到艺术的你。
那必须的，啦啦啦啦。In order to appreciate this poetic pastoral life all the better, methinks that a couple of drinks are in order. Nanya's very own special brew is its Shanlan rice wine.
你看，
Nice
这个就是我们村里面的储存的酒款在这里头。
来到了天堂。一进来有2个感觉，第一，很凉快，
是的
第二，那个酒香味儿特别的明显，很香啊。
它在半地下室里头，所以它这个湿度特别适合它储存这个酒。
我发现后面有很多壁画，
它是呈现了黎遗族整个酿酒的过程，还有他们原来的生活的一个场景，可以体现出了黎遗族业余生活是多么的丰富多彩。
Standing before these old wall paintings and looking at these winemaking jars, it is as though I am poring over the annals of Shanlan rice wine. I find my knowledge of local history adding an extra dimension to the wine.
山兰米跟我们的酒曲酿造完之后要放在这边发酵的，给你品尝一下我们1年的酒。
OK, go, 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 go.
哦，你现在叫我少倒，喝完之后你就会让我多倒了。
不能贪杯呀、
来，
哇，好甜呐、有点像果汁。
来尝一下我们3年的酒，
那度数有区别吗？
有区别，陈酿的越久，它的度数就会越高。
哇哦，感觉有些果实的味道，黑莓啊
对
这种。
对对对，它有果香味。
This wine-scented village is also a provider of a wide range of fresh foods. Local villager Zhang Chunli leads me on a little treasure hunt in search of some of the ingredients for my evening meal.
走，我们继续找一找，看看有没有竹笋。
Baisha is known as the home of bamboo. The tall green bamboos stand close together with their leaves rustling against one another. The bamboo shoots buried under the ground are delicious, tender, and fresh.
这有一个很小的，
小的就是嫩的，可以吃哈。
对，在挖的时候呢，要把它旁边的东西剥掉，这样你才能够把它的底部挖出来。
这样子哈。
对，它已经露出来了。
然后就是这么一个动作，对吧？
对
没错
对对对对。
Are you ready? 1,
3
2, 3. 嘿，嘿，嘿，嘿，嘿，哎，
虽然有点小。
哦，哇，好香啊！ This area on the floor of the bamboo grove is also a spot where tasty morsels hide in plain sight.
这个是村里面的野生的一种草，它叫捞叶。
These piper beetle leaves grow on the floor of the forest in patches and clusters. They have a pungent aroma not dissimilar to basil. 挺香的哦。
对，有一点香味，太老的不行。
就嫩一点啊。
对，嫩一点。
我懂了。Apart from wild ingredients, many villagers also grow vegetables, so that visitors can experience the fun of picking their own food.
这个是我们村里第一户人家，到了10月份以后，他们全家就开始来种这个菇的菌带。这个就是我们市场看到的平菇。
有没有什么技巧你能教我吗？
没啥技巧，其实就是轻轻的把它拔掉就可以了。
轻轻
你试一下。OK，
哦，
哎呀，你看
，very easy。
闻一下。
Oh, that's really nice. 好鲜呐！来，送你一朵花。那他们不仅是说供应游客，
也卖出去，希望未来他能够把这个菇卖得越来越多，让更多的人走上致富的道路。
After washing and cutting the ingredients, we then start to cook them.
这个是村里面的走地鸡，今天就跟平菇把它放在一起了。
好，
这个是五子毛桃，是一种药材，跟鸡炖在一起，它有椰子的香味。
那这很像。The ingredients are placed into a pot containing cold water, with the mushrooms added only after it comes to the boil. While we wait, we whip up a fried egg with piper beetle leaves. 怎么样？这个现在？
可以。
我也觉得。The chopped piper beetle leaves are mixed with the egg. With the help of a bit of heated oil, the flavors from the two are perfectly balanced. Well, it looks lovely here in the pan, but I don't know how it's going to look when we tip it out onto the plate. Hey! After 3 minutes, the fried egg with piper beetle leaves is ready to be plated. It's time for yet another taste sensation.
笋特别吃油，先煸一下蒜的味道。哎，呛到你了是吗？
If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. That's what I tell myself. Anyway, a smidgen of salt is all that is required to maintain the freshness of the bamboo shoots. After 10 minutes, they are ready. 哇哦，我们的丰盛的晚餐上桌了。
迫不及待的，我先给你盛一点汤吧。
That's nice. 真的有椰子味。
是的，五子毛桃炖鸡汤。
Very strange. There's a lovely full chicken flavour, and there's also a hint of coconut, although there's no coconut in the soup. Very strange. As we enjoy our broth, we put some of the mushrooms into the pot and boil a fresh portion of mushroom soup.
哎，我一喝这个汤就停不下来。
但是不能忘记我这个手艺哈。来，我的作品在这儿。
素爽好吃，它有那个鲜味。
This bamboo shoots that we picked today, well, as I said, we dug it up from the ground. It's really nice, incredibly fresh, really crunchy, but with a very, very slightly bitter aftertaste, but just perfect, really mild. 这个呢，我特别喜欢这个老叶这个味道，就是有点像一种香草。
对，它其实除了这个炒鸡蛋之外，它拿来炒鸡，味道也很特别。
那在这个南雅村的身上是怎样的一个发展呢？
我们所认为的乡村振兴一定是文化先行，我们一定是要先让大家有造血功能。
为什么呢？
老百姓他是个主体，我们必须是要发动老百姓的内在动力，让他愿意去做。因为其实只要大家努力，这个乡村它才有希望。然后我们用文化来改变我们乡村的未来。
太伟大了！如果我能够为了南雅村贡献自己的一份力量，
合唱团，
尽管说一下可以啊，就这么定。
说了这么久，我们的菇都好了。
Wow, they look lovely， 太棒了！好，谢谢。口感也很好，
很脆吧？很清甜吧？
真的是。Well, I was fortunate enough to grow up in the countryside, but having lived in the city, I do know the feeling of being boxed in and wanting to escape the concrete and feel part of nature all over again. Coming to a small community like this is now an easy and really pleasant thing to do, especially as the conditions in Hainan's countryside and more broadly in China's countryside are improving day by day. Whether it be green tea or the guest house, this village is shifting away from simply focusing on appearances to building a more diverse work environment. Baisha, this oasis of treasures, is creating more and more examples of people and nature coexisting harmoniously. The future of this village is without doubt a bright one.
这里是海南卫视。